guys met Bongo?
I'm sorry, little buddy.
This is my cat, Bongo. Say hi, Bongo. I just took him away. He was trying to eat, so he's kind of pissed at me. Alright, go eat. Today's video is going to be a little bit different because I want to do a different video. But today's video has kind of been on my on the shelf for me to record because I've been pestered and bullied. No, I haven't. I have not been pestered. I'm joking. I'm lying. It was a joke. The person out there, I am not complaining. I am not complaining. You did not do that to me. This is of my own free will. Let's just say I've been asked to make this video, and I asked them for suggestions because I'm kind of I'm not good at thinking of things, and they requested but I guess I'm doing this video, and I guess I'm also a Papa's Gameria content creator now. Like, cool. Anyways, let's get the show on the road. I've been recording for 5 minutes. So yeah, I'm going to be ranking all of the Papa's games. So if you don't know what Papa's Gamerias are, or the Papa's franchise, it's basically these flash games that were created by Flipline Studios. So we're going to be going from bottom, number 16, to number 1. And at number 16, we have Papa's Cheeseria. It's my least favorite game because it's, to keep it plain with you, it's basically just Burgeria. I don't like the sides, like the options of like the sandwich making. It's cool, but like besides that, it's not my favorite game. And the fact that I have to like cook the sandwich and the fries, it's not fun. I don't like waiting that long. So for that, it gets a C tier. We have Papa's Pizzeria at number 15. My note is, I don't like the cutting mechanic, and that derives from it a lot, which does derive from it a lot. The toppings are cool, and it's fun, but it's just a normal Papa's game. It's alright, so it gets a C tier too. Next up at number 14, we have Papa's Scooperia. I really can't like put it into words, but just, it's not a bad game, but it's just not a game I enjoy a lot, and there's much better games in my opinion. It makes me really hungry when playing the game. That's another thing, and I'm hungry thinking about it right now. It's fun. It's a fun game, but it's just not. There's not a lot to it. So it gets a C tier. Next up at number 13, we have Papa's Cheeseria. I feel like a lot of people don't like Cheeseria. I mean, there's just a lot to Cheeseria that can like just either bore you or make it unfun. It's a little hard to do because you have to cut up all the sushi into a bunch of pieces, blah 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 blah, and it's hard to get a good score. But if I'm bored, it's like really fun because there's a lot more to do. It's like just a little bit too complex for its own good, but it's fun. I really like it. Other than that, it sits there and it gets a C. Next up at number 12, we have Cupcakery. It's the newest game, and I like the idea of Cupcakery. I'm not a fan of having like to make the drinks and the food. I like making the food and maybe like throwing like, you know, in Pastoria they have like a breadstick. That's fine. But making a whole nother drink is just like, eh. I like Cupcakery. I think it's a good game. So other than that, it sits there. It gets a C tier. Next up at number 11, we have Papa's Doggeria. Not much to say. I like it. It's not like it's simple-ish. That's all I gotta say. So yeah, it gets a B tier. Next up, we have Papa's Hot Doggeria. I like, again and again, I just don't like the sides. I don't know if you can tell yet, but I don't like doing sides that much. They're fun, but they're just, they can be too much. They can be too much, you know? It's simple. I like the game. So for that, it gets a B. At number 9, we have Papa's Burgeria, the first game of the franchise. It's simple, you know, kind of because it is the first one that they made. A staple, you know, it's an icon. Not too much that I dislike about it. It's just fine. It's all right. So it's here and it gets a B tier. Number 8, we have Papa's Pastoria. I like Pastoria. It's like a little bit more complex with things, but it's fun, and there's something about like when applying the toppings that I just don't like. I just don't like the way of applying the toppings. I just don't like it. I can't explain it. But other than that, it gets a B. Next up at number 7, we have Papa's Cupcakery. It's a Cupcakery is an enjoyable game, but like the applying the frosting, it's hard. I can't do it. I tried like a million times and I sucked at it. It's a good game, but there's more games that I like. So I think the 7th spot is pretty good, and for that it gets a B. At number 6, we have Papa's Pancakeria. It's simple. I like the more simple games. I actually love this game. This game does it all right. I enjoy it, and the drinks don't annoy me, which is a first. So yeah, other than that, it gets an A tier. Next up at number 5, we have Papa's Taco Mia. I like Taco Mia. There's not a lot that I dislike. I actually really love the game. The little stuff on the side, like the chips, they don't bother me. I like the game. It's fun. It's one of my favorite. Not much to say. It's just that there's better games. I'd like to put it higher. But other than that, it gets an A tier. At number 4, we have Papa's Mocheria. It's a fun Papa's game. It reminds me a lot of Freezeria, and I don't mind, you know, the cannolis. It's a quick side. It's not too simple, because I feel like if the game is too simple, like Burgeria, it can be unfun. But this is a fun game. So other than that, Mocheria gets an A tier. Next up, at 3rd, we have Papa's Bakeria. It's simple. I love like the designs like on the pies, and I like how like it's easy to decorate. Like it's because with other games it's harder to apply this stuff. With Bakeria, they just kind of help you with it, so it's much more enjoyable in that sense. It works really well. I don't hate a lot about this game. For that, gets an S. In 2nd place, we have Papa's Wingeria. It has just I can't explain it. There's just so much more functionality from everything that I just love it more, like more than all the other games. I like, you know, delivering. I like all that stuff. You know, most of the games have customizable characters, which is pretty cool. Here's my character. Tell me what you think. Don't be mean. I'm not like bugged by how much time it takes to make it. Like the wings, I'm not bugged by the dipping sauce either. Not too simple. It's just a solid game, and I love it, and for that it gets an S tier. And at number 1, oh, drum roll please. Number 1, we have Papa's Freezeria. The crowd goes wild. It was the first game shown to me by the same friend who's berated me to making these videos. I just love it. I love Papa's Freezeria so much. It's just so enjoyable. It's fun. It's simple. I like the toppings. It's like one of the few games that I enjoy that don't have sides. I like sides, but like at times they can be annoying. But most of the games without sides I don't really like, and this is one of the games without sides that I love. I just love this game so much. There's not a lot to say about it besides that. and I play it the most out of all the games. And for that, it gets an SS. Yeah, you heard that right.